Good morning, children, and welcome to the revision class. Let us start the revision with week 1 topics, and we are presently in theme 3, that is people, places, and environment. This is the theme 3 revision going on. Yes, we have completed our portion before holidays. Now I am starting, already I started the revision, but once again I am starting. Okay, theme 3 people, places, and environment. Week 1 topics I am starting, and the topics for week 1 are water for all and forms of water. Water for all. Water is very, very important, yes, thing in on this earth. It's one of the important, yes, thing for the life. Water is very important for life. All living things need water to live. There can be no life without water. You can't expect life without water. See, water is needed for everything: drinking, cooking, washing, cleaning. Yes, even for plants, animals. Yes, everything we need water. So it is a very, very important thing for the life to exist. And Earth is the only planet where water is present. No other planet water is there. Maybe if it is there, atmosphere may not support. So Earth is called a blue planet, living planet. Yes, watery planet because of the presence of water only. All living things need water to live. Living things means again plants, animals, and human beings. We all come under living things. So we all need water to live. There can be no life without water. You can't expect life without water. Annexise it properly. Next. Anik, take out that book from you. Next, see. Water is used in homes, schools, offices, and factories. Yes, everywhere we use water. We need water to cook, drink, bath, wash, clean, mop, and garden also. Every purpose, each and every purpose, we need water. The water we drink should be pure and clean. So, whatever the water we are drinking, it should be very pure and clean. We should filter the water. Yes, clean water only we should drink. Next, water. Uses of water is used in different ways. See, water is used in different ways like cooking, drinking, washing, factories, industries, yes, animals, plants, and agriculture also. Water is used for different purpose. One second. Yeah. It is used for different purpose like cooking, drinking, washing, cleaning, factories, industries, agriculture, plants and animals. These are the different uses of water. You can see here like this. Okay? Water. Drinking, bathing, washing, cleaning, mopping, plants, cooking. So everything we need water. The earth is called the blue planet as three-fourths of the earth's surface is covered by water. Nearly 71% of the land on the earth is covered by water only. So that's the reason earth is called a blue planet. If you see earth from space, you can see it as a blue in color. So that's the reason this earth is called as a blue planet, because three-fourths of the earth's surface is covered by water. What are the different sources of water? So actually rain is the main source of water. Rainwater is the main source of water. Now this rainwater is collecting in all the water bodies like surface water and underground water. Now, what are the surface water? You see here oceans and seas, rivers and streams, ponds, lakes. This is surface water. And underground waters are like wells, hand pumps, and tube wells. These are the underground waters. So, these are the different sources of water. Sources of water. Rain is the main source of water on the earth. It is a pure form of water. Rain is a pure form of water. There is no polluted water in the rain. Means rain is like completely it is a pure form. Yes, after coming to the earth, when this rainwater go and collect in all the water bodies, then it mixes with the mud and solid and everything. But rain is a main and pure form of the water. Next, rainwater fills up ponds, lakes, rivers, seas and oceans. So whenever this rain, yes, whenever it's rain, this rain water will go and collect in all the water bodies. Like you can see here, rivers, ponds, lakes, seas, oceans. They go and collect in these places. Next. Some of the rainwater even go and seeps into the ground. Underground water we call it as underground water, and these water we can get by wells, pumps and tube wells. Yes, some rainwater seeps into the ground. We get this rain water through wells, pumps and tube wells. Now, safe drinking water means how you should drink water. Safe means uh, yes, now water is present in rivers, ponds and lakes, but we can't drink it directly. What is the safety measures you have to follow in drinking this water? So groundwater and rainwater are impure water and are not safe for drinking. Maybe, okay, maybe you're getting rainwater, maybe the rainwater is collecting in all water bodies, but you can't directly drink them because it is a mixture of again dust particles, germs. Yes, that's the reason you have to purify that water and drink. It has germs and bacteria which are harmful to the human beings. It spread diseases like cholera and dysentery. So that's the reason, especially in rainy season, yes, doctors will suggest us like please boil the water and drink, filter the water and drink. Don't drink directly the water from ponds or lakes or whatever the water which is coming for you, like municipality water. You have to boil and drink. Yes, they will give us suggestions, no doctors, because they know this is a water which is mixed with all bacteria and all. So that's the reason they suggest us to drink safe water. Either you boil or filter, but you have to kill the germs present in it. Next, you see groundwater. Yes, groundwater and rainwater. We should drink clean water. We can clean water by using water filters. We can clean water by using water filters, or the safest method is to drink water by boiling. Boiling the water is another method of cleaning water. The process of boiling kills the germs present in the water. Once if you are boiling the water, it kills the germs, all the germs which are present in the water it kills, and that is very safe. And this boiling water again you can store in the water bottles, clean containers, or even you can store in the refrigerator also. We should drink clean water. Yes, we should clean water by using water filters, and boiling is also one of the important process and old method also. We should store water in closed containers like water bottles, tanks, yes, like this coolers, closed containers. You should not keep open. Once if you keep open, again dust particles will form, germs will fall, and again the water will become spoiled. Then what is the use of boiling it? What is the use of filtering it? So that's the reason you have to cover them and close container and clean container. Next, conserve water. Conserve means protect. How you should protect water? Okay, water is present everywhere. So as you wish, you can waste them? No. Conserve. Water is very precious. We must not waste it. You have to conserve it. Conserve means save. Save water. You have to save water. Hanvika, why are you raising your hand?
Ma'am, in the ponds, rivers, lakes, in all sources of water, the bacteria will be, ma'am.
Yes. All the water bodies, bacteria, germs, dust particles will be. So that water actually the municipality people know what they will do. They will purify and they will send to our homes through pipes. But even though again when you are getting water from the pipes also, you should again once again you have to filter it, or you can purify it, or you can boil it. Even though the municipality people or the government is taking care to purify water, but even though when they are coming through pipes, no, pipes are not small pipes, long big pipes will be. So even though you have to clean again the water in your house, filter them, clean them, or boil them, whatever the process you can use, and then you should drink. I think every one of you are having pure it, or sorry, this one filters, purification filters. Yes or no? You drink that water only. Next, so it is very precious. We should not waste it. Next, use water as much as you require. Whatever it is required, that much only you should take. Yes, you feel thirsty, but don't take bottle full of water. Half you drink and half you throw. No, not like that. Use as much as you of water you require. Not only for drinking, even for cleaning, washing, bathing, whatever it may be. Use a bucket to bath. Okay. Then use as much as you require. Then close the taps after use. You are using taps at home. You wash your hands, you wash your face. Yes, you take bath, but don't forget to close it. Otherwise, water will go. Yes, again it is a big problem. In this, no, if you are not closing the taps, two ways again you will have disadvantages. One is, first of all, water will go. All the water from your tank will go. Second one, again you need to fill the tank which is there on your top of your other floor. Tanks will be there, no. So to fill the tank again you need electricity. So again you will get current bill also here. So two types of disadvantages are there. One is complete water is lost. Second one, again you have to fill the tank. Again you have to use the electricity. So that's the reason, yes, you have to use the water in a purpose way. Next, prevent leakages from taps and pipes. If any leakage is there in your taps or pipes, so you have to immediately call a plumber who repairs your leakages or taps. If anything is there regarding these leakages, you can call him immediately and you can repair your taps and pipes. So this is about water. Next, coming to forms of water. What are the different forms of water? Water. So, for this small poem, water is clearly a mystery to me, a solid, a liquid, a gas. It's all three. Freeze it, warm it, boil it. You will see, water is clearly a mystery to me. So, this is small poem. Water is clearly a mystery to me, a solid, a liquid, a gas. It's all three. Freeze it, warm it, boil it. You will see water is clearly a mystery to me. This is because water exists in three states or three forms. You can see water in solid state, liquid state, and gaseous state. It is the only solvent. Listen, children, carefully. It is the only solvent. Solvent means liquid. It is the only liquid which can exist in three states. See, if any matter is there, any substance is there, or anything is there, either it will be in a solid state, or it will be in a liquid state, or it will be in a gaseous state. For example, you take your window, it is in solid state. You take your tables and chairs, they are in solid state. Okay. Suppose you take some juices, they are in liquid state. Or if any gases you take, they are in gaseous state. But water is a universal solvent which can exist or which can change its state from one form to the other. You can see water in a solid state. The solid form of water is called ice. You can see water in a liquid state. The liquid form of water is called water. And you can see water in a gaseous state. The gaseous form of water is called steam or water vapor. Okay, next you see. Water can change from one form to the another. Water changes forms when it is heated or cooled. If you heat water, it changes it to steam. If you cool water, it changes it to solid like ice. For example, you take your ice tray. Yes, in your refrigerator, ice trays will be there now. Take that ice tray, pour water in that ice tray and put in the freezer. After 1 hour, you go and see, you can see small ice cubes. So liquid water changed into solid state. Now, take some water and put on the stove. Take water in a bowl and put on the stove and boil it. You can see steam coming. That is gaseous state. So, like this, you can see water in 3 states. The water we drink is in the liquid form. It is tasteless and colorless. Water, whatever we are drinking, is in the liquid form. We can drink only liquid form of water. You can't drink steam or you can't eat solid. Yes. So, the water we drink is in the liquid form. It is tasteless and colorless. Ice is the solid form of water. Ice is the solid form of water. Water vapor is the gaseous form of water. I said no. If you start boiling water, you can see the steam coming. That is gaseous state. And due to this, you can see water cycle in nature. We get rainfall due to a process called water cycle. What is this water cycle? So continuously water gets evaporated in the atmosphere. The sun, due to the sun heat, the water gets evaporated and these water will form into water vapor and forms as clouds. And these clouds they condense and they fall as rain. Water from rivers and lakes change to water vapor due to the heat of the sun. Water vapor rises up and cools and forms into clouds. And these clouds they become cool. Condense means here cool and they fall as rain. This continuous process is called water cycle. The water cycle is a continuous process that takes place in the nature. Very, very important. Due to this water cycle only, we are getting rains. Yes, see here you can see. Yes, evaporation, condensation, precipitation, collection. Evaporation means water from the water bodies evaporate and forms into clouds. These clouds, they cool, they get condensed and they form into, again, they precipitate, means they form, they condense and they fall as rain. And this rain water which is falling down is called precipitation. And after precipitation, the rain water will again collect in the water bodies. So this is a continuous cycle process. So only we call it as water cycle. Yes, children, right? Okay. So this is about the two topics, that is the sources, water for all and different forms of water.